Hey, it's bonus time on the PCT. It's day 46 out on the PCT, and let me give you a view while we're introducing here. I am now in the Sierras. I just entered today. So Sierras will take me about 24 days to get through. It's the high Sierras of California. So we'll be climbing today from 6,000 feet, 5,500 feet to about 10,000. So it's a big climb today. But then I'll stay up there for until I get to Lake Tahoe. So we'll break this up into 3 sections. This first section includes Mount Whitney in 2 days, and I'll go try to summit that. It's the highest point in the lower 48. So I'll try to go work and summit that. And I'll go into Bishop for a day off. After that, I'll get back on into the Sierras and go all the way out from there to Tuolumne Meadows. I think it's about 120 miles. And that's the second section. And then the third section will be from Tuolumne Meadows out to Lake Tahoe, where exit the Sierra. So looking forward to it. It's already cooler. It's a cloudy, overcast day today. I'm running across water, river, streams every 2 miles or so. It's just incredible the difference in change from here to what we saw in the desert. So it's cool, it's higher, and there's a lot of water. I am carrying a bear can now. It's about 2 pounds. I'm carrying spikes, micro spikes for the icy patches as I go through the passes. I'll go through 12 passes, Kearsage Pass, Mather Pass, and a variety of others. So need micro spikes and some extra warm clothing. I did upgrade my tent from my Gossamer Gear 2 to a Big Agnes UL1. I'm looking forward to having a one-man tent that reduced my weight by 1.25 pounds. It's all about the weight that you're carrying out here. All right, we'll report in at the end of this section. We have snow. We have rain. We have sleet, maybe some hail, all at once. We were just in the desert a day ago. Hiding out under the Tyvek paper because it's hailing on us. And it's cold and rainy. I'm glad I have my marmot jacket. It's ridiculous. It's like a different world. I'm not sure if that comes through. But it's snowing and hailing. Day 2 in the Sierras. I'm 2 for 2 on the hail and the snow.
Hey bonus time crew, this is something my dad wrote that I wanted to read. It's based off of scripture, Psalms 23, and it's adapted, so I hope no one gets offended that dad changed scripture a little bit. But this is it. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want, 'cause I have everything I need in my backpack. He makes me lie down in green meadows. He leads me by these quiet waters that are birth and springs in the mountains. He restores my soul as I lose my mind in these mountains. He leads me in the right trails for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valleys, ridges, and the edge of these mountains where death is ever present from many dangers, I do not fear. When my time comes, it will be my time. You have ordained it. Your walking stick and trekking poles, they comfort me. I will follow you. You prepare a table before me in the presence of dangerous creatures. You anoint me. My cup overflows with gratefulness, joy, and peace. Surely, when I come home, all these great things I'm learning will follow me there, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever, even if it means kneeling down in the mountains, meadows, forests, and rivers.
This is my third day in the Sierras, and this is what I see a lot of water, a lot of streams, a lot of rivers, a lot of melt from the mountain, and then just beautiful trail through forests, through mountains, rocks, formations, lots of animals. Saw some bear tracks yesterday in the morning. Saw a badger. Saw a marmot chasing some other smaller squirrels. Just saw a flock of deer a little while ago. Look at that. That's just beautiful. So I'm having to get used to not thinking about water all the time because there's plenty of water available. So I'm 3 days in, still holding about 22 miles a day. So I'm pretty happy about that, but the elevation's a killer. The elevation being at 10, 11, 12,000 feet, it just taxes the body. I'm hoping that I can get used to it. And, we'll see. Hey, look at this. That's just beautiful. A beautiful sound, beautiful river. There's meadows, mountains. There's some more snow melt coming this way from uphill. Just a beautiful thing. This is, quite frankly, I think of it as the Garden of Eden. Just beautiful, beautiful. In the Sierras. Going to be about 2 miles of this, so I'm headed for Forester Pass, basically at the top of these mountains. Hey, there's a nice lake right up here at the top of the mountain. How about that? Look at those beautiful mountains in the background. I am up here. Thank God. It's amazing. Glorious. I feel like I should be listening to the sound of music, that glorious musical. It's just amazing. I'm headed to Forester Pass in 5 miles. That'll be at 13,100 feet. Pass. I just wanted to capture my thoughts here for a minute. I'm pretty nervous. Mostly because I haven't done this before. I haven't done one of these passes. We are climbing 2,000 feet to get to it from 11,000 up to 13,100. Notable is that Forester Pass, I have a hard time breathing, is the highest point of the PCT. So I guess that's worth being a little nervous about. Here we go. So I'm almost at Forester Pass, but I couldn't pass this up. That is not a waterfall. That is a natural spring that is giving birth to rivers downstream from here. It's just amazing that that water is just born out of springs underground. So much of it. All right, after a scary night, cold, and beat up tents. Hey Rick, say hello, man.
Hello, man.
Hey, we're at the top of Forester Pass. Check this out. 13,200 feet. I can't even talk. Look at this view. You have to earn this view. You have to earn this view.
All right, so the path goes that way.
Hey, bonus time. Closing out this week. I am in Bishop, California. Here, May 22nd. Closed out the first almost 100 miles of the Sierras after leaving Kennedy Meadows. It was great to see Sonia come out and visit. So it's always good to see you. So we're in the Sierras now. After 5 days, came down into Bishop to take a couple of days off. We did have some abrupt weather changes. We went from me talking about hot desert, lack of water to, well, it snowed, it hailed, it rained on us 3 of the first 5 days. And then had a windstorm one night that was pretty rough. Created the need to get off the mountain. So abrupt weather has been really the big key change into this section. It's colder. It rains on a dime. It snows, and there's weather changes. Weather can drop 10, 15 degrees in a matter of 10 minutes. So you have to constantly be aware and adjusting to that weather. I got to tell you though, I've written about this and I've posted on social media. The Sierras is like the Garden of Eden in the Americas. It's just an amazing place to be, with everything, meadows and rivers and mountains and wildlife everywhere. Water is abundant. It's just crazy to see how much life there is in the Sierras. We saw coyotes, fresh tracks from bears, marmot, deer, just an incredible amount of life that is out there. One thing that was real serious though is on the 4th night, as we were approaching Forester Pass, we did caught too high in the mountain and camped out there, and some heavy winds came that night, and it was really scary. It kind of shook me, and created a lot of concern, but thankfully we survived the night. Some damage to my tent, but a lot of lessons learned there about not camping too high. We should have been back 3 or 4 miles, but you learn these things. we did a lot of mountaineering this week, heavy snow walking, and you don't learn these things unless you actually do them. So I'm still here to tell you a little bit about it. So the exciting thing this week, we did do Forester Pass, 13,200 feet pass across the mountain. Very exciting to be able to be up there that high and get some pictures, enjoy that, celebrate, and get down as fast as possible. There was a big storm that came through all of the Sierras, brought most of the hikers down into the towns. Been here for a couple of days. We'll head back tomorrow on Sunday and keep going forward. As we move forward, I'm going to Vermilion Valley Resort and then to Mammoth to pick up a package. So we'll check in next week and tell you a little more about the Sierras. I think it's just going to be amazingly and continuously beautiful in the Sierras. See you next week.